Hello guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to solve a question on the determinant of matrices. So we are going to do that for a 2 by 2 matrix and one for a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so the question says find the determinant of A and B. So A, we have a 2 by 2 matrix, and in B, we have a 3 by 3 matrix. So let's start with the solution. So A is 1, 3, 2, 7. Okay, so to find the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, so the determinant of this matrix will be, so we are multiplying. So here is almost like cross multiplication, but with no equal to sign. So the equal to sign is replaced with a subtraction sign. So here we are multiplying the numbers at the diagonal and subtracting them from the numbers which are not at the diagonal. So the diagonal, when I say diagonal, I mean these two numbers, 1 and 7. So this is the diagonal and this is a non-diagonal. So we have to take note of that. Okay, so we are multiplying the numbers at the diagonal and subtracting from those which are not at the diagonal. So at the diagonal, we have 1 and 7. So we multiply them. So it's going to be 1 times 7 minus. Now, the numbers which are not at the diagonal, we have 3 and 2. So we multiply it. 3 times 2. And what does this give? So after this is simple simplification. So 1 times 7 is 7 minus 3 times 2, which is 6, and 7 minus 6 is 1. So the determinant of the matrix A is simply 1. So that is all, very short and simple. But remember, this step applies only for a 2 by 2 matrix. For a 3 by 3 matrix, we use the cofactor expansion. Okay, so let's have the second matrix. So the second matrix is, let me write it back, 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, and 1, 0, 6. Let me just adjust this 1. So this is our matrix. So now we have to look for the matrix of it, for the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix. So the first thing, you put these signs in your head: plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So here we are just simply going in order. Since it's a 3 by 3 matrix, we do this in the form of a 3 by 3 matrix. So we put the sign starting with a positive. Positive minus positive. So positive minus positive minus positive minus positive minus positive. So we are just putting positive and negative and going in order. Okay, so we are putting that in order to know which number has which sign. So here we are to consider a row. This is what we are to consider here. We are to consider a row. So we need to use one row to do our cofactor expansion. But to make things shorter and easier for you, you need to choose a row which has 0 in order to make things easy and simple. So here we have two rows which have 0. But this second row, it has 0, yes, but we have big numbers 4 and 5. So let's look at this other one. We have 0 and we have 1. If we use this one, it will help us. So let's take the third row. So we take the first number, we look at its position. This one that we want to take, it is at which position? It is at this position, so it's going to have a positive sign. This 0 will have a negative sign, and this 6 will have a positive sign. So we are using this rule. Okay, so now we take the one, positive 1, into, that is times. Now we need to delete its rows and columns in order to have another 2 by 2 matrix. So this is the one we are dealing with. So we delete its rows and columns. We delete its column, we delete its rows. So what is left? 2, 3, 4, 5. We write it down. Close our bracket. Now we take the next, which is 0. It has a minus sign. Minus 0. So we are taking this 0. So let's delete its row. Let's delete its column. So what is left? 1, 3, and 0, 5. Okay. So the next number is positive 6. Let's delete its rows and columns. So this is a 6 we are taking. So we delete its column, we delete its rows. So what is left? 1, 2, 0, 4. And that is all. We have exhausted the rule. So now we do normal simplification. But this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So we need to look for the determinant of this matrix. So this is 5 times 2 minus 4 times 3. Okay, so this is minus 0 times. This is 5 times 1 minus 0 times 3. And we have plus 6 into 4 times 1 minus 0 times 2. Okay, so if we see this case, 0 times anything is basically 0. So that is why I chose 0 in order to make this easier. So this will simply be 0. So it will make things simple and easier. So we will just eliminate that one since it is 0. So 5 times 2 is 10 minus 12 minus 0 plus 6 into 4 minus 0. So that is all. So we have 1 into minus 2 plus 6 into 4. So this is minus 2 plus 6 times 4 is 24. So minus 2 plus 24 is 22. So the determinant of B is 22. As easy as that. So to look for the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, of a simple 2 by 2 matrix, we simply multiply the numbers at the diagonal and subtract from the numbers which are not at the diagonal. And to look for the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, we use the cofactor expansion method. So that is how we do this to find the determinant. So that is all for today, guys. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.